My name is Raj. I'm an artist, tattooer, yogi, mystic, and thousands of labels more that we can put. And the main thing why I'm filming this video is because today is my last day with the Pranic or Breatharian process, and I'm sharing this because it has been a beautiful experience with Lloret, that has been my mentor or teacher or a guide in this process. I have been trying to do this process a few times in my life, alone. The first time was 8 years ago. The first time when I heard about that, I get so excited, but I was not ready, because this process is more about inner trip, and inner understanding about fears, about emotions. It's not just about food, because many people, when try to make this process in the beginning, as me 8 years ago, the main thing was the food, to get rid of food and have the freedom of the material thing, or the material things from. So if you're a person that is spiritual, with rock is gonna be really interesting for you. It's gonna be perfect. And if you're not spiritual, it's gonna be perfect, because rock doesn't have that, let's say, rules or imposition or ways to follow a strict path. Okay, rock is gonna understand pretty well your needings, your wishes, the difficult times of your mind, as I've been having. I had few days, for example, that my mind was more emotional in the beginning, and then later in the end, once again, I had some moments of, let's say, rebelness. My mind becomes a bit rebel. I have been always a very rebel person. And even with rock, that is amazing. I have a lot of patience and love, and he's gonna understand, he's gonna connect pretty well with you, because he's connected. So he's there. If you're in a distance, no worries, because I have done this process in distance. I'm living in Helsinki, Finland, and we have been talking every day, and yeah, it's gonna be an amazing experience for all of you. For some people, maybe it can be a bit hard or difficult in his mind, because maybe Rob doesn't speak as perfect English, but that no matter, that is not the important thing, because the main thing is the connection. is the understanding. So I'm doing this video for everyone who is speaking English, because has to not be afraid, has to jump. You need to jump to experience. If you don't jump, then you are not gonna see what is behind of your fears, no? You have to face the fears, you have to jump there, and you have to cross that line, because the freedom that comes later is enormous, is incredible. The peace, the connection that brings you this path, it's farther than any kind of practice. I have been practicing for 20 years, yoga, shamanic ceremonies, all kind of meditations, all kind of practices around the world. I've been my whole life traveling around the world. And after this process, I can see that this is one of the most incredible tools to transform your mind and let your being express. So, once again, thank you so much to Rock for this time. I know this is not an end, this is the beginning of this path, and I invite to everyone to follow this path, because it's the next step to remove fears, wars, anger, fights, hunger, all kind of negative things that we are living in the world, no, are going to disappear. So if you want to be part of this change, welcome. So once again, thank you, Rock, and see you in the future, guys. Bye.